We are one day away from New Year's Eve, and people are starting to share their New Year's resolutions. 50% of consumers, that's half of you, plan to make resolutions this year, and that's according to a new survey out from data analytics company Numerator. 53% of those making resolutions plan to focus on finances.
All right, well, here are some of the areas that they are focusing on. 57% want to save more money in general. 48% want to track spending more carefully. 43% want to reduce their spending. Paying off loans also makes the list here, and soaring prices have clearly impacted these consumers. 57% of them are making financial goals because of inflation. 48% are being cautious of a possible recession. And Jared, when you dig down into what we're doing by generation, more than 60% of millennials, my generation, making a resolution that they are choosing to focus on their finances because it has been such a tough year. We know many millennials have been saving up or have bought a house over the last couple of years. They certainly have been driving the housing boom that we have seen since the start of the pandemic. So the fact that we could be headed in for a larger economic slowdown, many of them making the smart choice, I might add, by prioritizing their spending.
Yes. Personally, I make resolutions at any time of the year, not necessarily New Year's, but I'm a big believer in resolutions, and finances are top of my book for the new year. Just getting a handle on things. I'm going through my credit cards. It's amazing some of the services that I can cancel, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
I need to do that, actually. Yes. I haven't made any New Year's resolutions, so I'm going to take that tip from you because that is something I can certainly do in the new year. All right, well, we asked you guys, Yahoo Finance, looking for the big market predictions of the new year. We wanted to hear from you, so we asked what stocks you were most optimistic for in 2023. We're looking for some good news after what has been such an awful year for the market. We got a resounding consensus. You can see it on your screen. Tesla. Jared, people are ready for Tesla to turn things around. Ending the day, you can see up just about 1%. But for the year, that stock looks ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see the bull case for Tesla. I can see the bear case for Tesla. There are so many dynamics, and it doesn't even all hinge on Elon Musk. I mean, we talk about this because it is a cult of personality for sure, but I think a lot of it still hinges on the macro environment. I think what the Federal Reserve does, if they crack under pressure in a few months, or if it takes to the end of the year before they pivot, or they don't pivot at all, I think that's going to be a bigger determining factor.
You got to put on your hat. What happened to it? I saw you struggling with it.
Yeah, well, this broke. That's why I was struggling.
Okay,
I mean, I could put that on there. We got other hats here.
We also wanted to ask you about your outrageous finance predictions for the new year. One response caught our eye. Ethereum passes Bitcoin in market cap value. Jared, this is an interesting pick to me, and I think my takeaway overall from what we've seen play out in crypto is the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum have been relatively resilient when you think about all of the implosions, the chaos, the crisis that has really been swept up within that sector.
Yeah, so they're only down about 65%. You compare that with almost 100% for some of the other tokens there. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I think in 2 or 3 years, Ethereum just has more bigger base case use. So I do think that eventually happens. Yeah.
I was going to say, go ahead. You take it away first.
So here's drumroll. Guess what my prediction for 2023 is? It regards the Federal Reserve. And here's the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. It's coming off of the highs of $9 trillion. And right now it sits at about $8.5 trillion. I think the Fed actually blinks. They pivot before it reaches $8 trillion. So based on current runoff, about 100 billion or 85 Bs per month, that's going to take until May, June. I think the Fed only has about 6 months before it cracks under the weight of this contraction.
All right, my prediction is for Peloton. I think Peloton's going to be a takeover target. Who is going to buy them? We've been talking about this year. I think it's going to be Apple. We know Apple has been placing a bigger emphasis, a larger emphasis on the fitness portion of their business. They see growth potential there. Given Peloton's performance since they hit that high during the pandemic, they're looking more and more attractive. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Jared, toast to you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. We will see you in the new year. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful new year.